gates and doors are barred and all the windows fastened down. I spent the night in sleeplessness and arose at every sound, half in hopeless sorrow and half in fear the day would find the soldiers breaking through to drag us all away. Just before the sunrise, I heard something at the wall. The gate began to rattle and a voice began to call. I hurried to the window and looked down into the street, expecting swords and torches and the sound of soldiers' feet. But there was no one there but Mary, so I went down to let her in. John stood there beside me as she told us where she'd been. She said they moved him in the night and none of us knows where. The stone had been rolled away and now his body isn't there. We both ran toward the garden, but then John ran on ahead. We found the stone in the empty tomb just the way that Mary said, but the winding sheet they wrapped him in was just an empty shell, and how where they had taken him was more than I could tell. Back inside the house again, the guilt and anguish came. Everything I had promised him had added to my shame, and when at last it came to choices, I had denied I knew his name. And even if he were alive, I know it wouldn't be the same. Suddenly the air was filled with strange and sweet perfume. Light came from everywhere, drove shadows from the room. And then Jesus stood before me with his arms held open wide. I fell on my knees and I clung to him and cried. He raised me to my feet, and as I looked into his eyes, love was shining out from him like sunlight from the sky. And guilt and my confusion disappeared in sweet release, and every fear I ever had just melted into peace. He's alive, he's alive, he's alive and I'm forgiven. Heaven's gates are open wide. He's alive, he's alive, he's alive and I'm forgiven. Heaven's gates are open wide. He's alive, he's alive, he's alive.